should Josh Kroenke regret his choice of words, talking about the second apron, saying if the wrong player goes down, we might have to ponder getting rid of their franchise player, Nikola Jokic?
He's telling you the business of basketball. I mean, it's just true. If somebody got hurt and it actually stops their chances of winning, then you're talking about rebuild, and then from there you got to offload assets. And if your biggest asset or your two biggest assets is Murray and Jokic, and if Murray gets hurt, basically, if Murray gets hurt and it kind of messes up the rest of this team, then we are forced to try to get under this. Yeah, I mean, business-wise, we understand that part of it where, we were just watching it with, Boston. Right? Sitting there like, oh, shit, fire say, hey, man, goddamn, fire say, who wants something?
Yeah, everybody.
Tell me what you want, put a bid in.
Everybody on the mark.
Put a bid in.
Well, it's not weird. No. All these owners are selling, and then all these teams making these crazy moves all at once, shaking the shit up. We ain't never seen it shook it up like this, because Joker going to the Lakers.
No.
Joker going to the Lakers?
2 years, maybe.
2027?
It's like
Joker going to play with Luka.
Huh?
Joker going to play with Luka for sure.
Yeah, 2 years from now.
Giannis going to go to state.
I seen that.
With who though? Steph only got 2 more years.
He gonna go this year.
He'll extend it for 2 more. He'll extend it
New
to
York.
4 with
I go to
Giannis.
New York before I do that.
You would go to New York before you go to Golden State and play with Steph?
That would be crazy, bro.
But Steph is what, 2 more years? So
4 more years.
Yeah. The way he playing?
Giannis put 2 more years on there.
I just raising the price.
Him and
But just think about the shakeup. Think about how that shakes up.
Does Jimmy stay?
Yes.
So you keep Jimmy and you keep Draymond?
No.
This is old.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you got to say, I mean, if you in the business of making money, you got to sell, because most of these guys that, like Jenny, right? In reality, she's probably the richest owner now from the original cruise. Because most of those guys were selling for $300 million, $400, $500, right? You got to think about Bob Johnson them. That's before them. That's that crew. So she is the head honcho of this. Like, so when you're talking about these guys spending 4, 5, 6, 10 billion, they can't sell for a minute. Because their margin is too high. So now these guys got to all stick in for the next 15, 20 years until that price goes up. So now from there you got to feed the beast. There's only one beast you can feed to get everybody's profit up. There's nothing you can do in Milwaukee to raise the price of everybody. It's only the Lakers. Once the Lakers high, everybody just, you know what I mean? It's an upward effect.
So the Lakers being able to be the richest out of the original crew, right? So all the original, now you got these new owners buying in that don't know nothing about the original crew, the culture of the original crew, which is how the NBA moved, right? And now we've been shaken up, Dallas shake up, certain things have turn shit on his head. Like, we ain't never seen this. Y'all ain't communicating. Y'all doing shit like this. These because these outside entities are coming in with no knowledge of how the shit operates. So now the players have to adjust. Fans got to adjust. That's what I'm saying about the shakeup. Like, this is a whole reset because you're seeing shit happen, and we ain't never. This ain't how we do business.
This is how we do business.
Before.
No, this is how we do business. It's just at big money time.
Yeah.
When they got Magic Johnson, won, then got Worthy, won. That right there is setting standards.
No, I'm not talking about the Lakers. I'm talking about individual. I'm talking about just all together NBA business. I'm talking about we never seen a player like Dame get waived. We just never seen certain things. We never seen a player like Luka outside of a Shaq trade like that to be like, y'all would do that? What? And no explanation, no clear understanding. So these shakeups are happening because the owners are coming in and don't give a fuck.
There's new owners and it's new.
No, they know, because to get into this business, the only way you can make money is if the lead dog leads, right? If something happens to, like, if the number one franchise is, let's say, New York Knicks and Lakers. If Lakers did a dumb deal and sold for $5 billion, everybody's worth has to drop.
Yeah.
Naturally. So if you're Dallas and you're worth $4 billion and you give Luka up and they sell for, let's say, $10 billion, you automatically are worth $5 to $6 billion. So that deal made you money, just like it made the Bucks money, just like it made Memphis. Everything trickles up. So worst case scenario, if you want to make money, send your asset, goddamn it, to the Lakers.
So the Nets.
If we can get the Lakers to worth $20 billion, everybody's trickling up. That's just.
So when the Nets took over, can't remember the dude's name. When he went and got Paul Pierce, KG, and all, they had all that money, right? How did that pan out for this new owner that came in? It's fool's gold. He thought you'd just go out here and just pay for a championship. Thought he was going to copy the model. Then you got another owner that tried to do the same thing with the Clippers. You're just going to bring in here and get all this money and pay for all these players. I'm going to buy a championship. No, you're not. It's not how it works.
You try.
You tried.
You tried.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all you
But
got.
it becomes repetitive because the owners are looking at the model like, just go get a bunch of big players. And like he's saying, the conversion on paper, we making money on paper, but it just looks like a failed mission in reality.
It's a failed mission for sure.
So that's what I'm saying about fucking up the whole shit with the outside coming in. They're changing the landscape of how business is done. So you're looking at trades being made, everything is fucked up. There ain't no consistency because they come in trying to buy it out. They're trying to buy championships.
That's what helped. I mean, that's the
started-
players and the, what's the name? Like it's,
Started with what?
who's the last old owner?
2013? Was it?
Is there
Cuban?
original owner still? Probably Blazers?
Because Cuban sold
No.
what you sell for.
But isn't that's not family still in it?
I think
The buses.
Orlando, right?
Cronkies.
Probably the bus.
Herb
Harrison,
Simon?
Mickey Harrison,
Oh,
Miami?
Mickey, Miami. Okay, so Mickey, and New York.
Dolan.
Dolan. He ain't never gonna sell. I mean, he will probably, but just when it gets to like 20-something billion.
Herb
Pacers?
Simon. Yeah, Herb Simon.
Yeah, see, so guys like that, like, if he's gonna sell within the next 2 years because that franchise is worth how many billion?
Let me see, dog.
5.
2, 3.
4?
Probably like 3 to 4.
Five.
3.6.
Five.
Currently valued at 3.6 billion.
3.6 billion. He could probably get 4.5 right now.
Yeah, for sure.
When did he buy that motherfucker?
Oh, they bought that motherfucker.
Late, like, so he bought it for about less than 20 million.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
It's like 11.
So to get in sports now, you need head funds money.
Yeah, I thought he bought.
Yeah.
I think he bought
Yeah.
the Pacers for like 11 million or something.
Bought the Pacers for 11 million.
1983,
Huh?
$11 million.
11
Bought the
million?
Pacers for
In
11 million.
1983.
No, 93.
No, not 2.
83. So 40,
83. Yeah.
43.
So that's what I'm saying. So
He got a
that's what I'm saying. So the Busters and all of them, they're becoming billionaires because that was their business then. Like basketball was their main business back then. So this is their sellout, making all this profit. Right?
But the game of basketball is being abandoned from the executive standpoint because the information is not being passed along to these new guys. Like, this is how we do business. They running it like a corporate business.
Who, this one?
The new owners. The new owners are
running like
operating
2K.
like a C-level.
It seems like they're running it more like if you think about the old history and now, the ones that's buying now are winning faster than way back when. Back then it was business. These guys are buying. They're trying to buy championships. Like these, it seems like these are more fans coming in that actually like somewhat like basketball.
But they don't know what to buy. They're trying to buy the championships, but they don't know what it takes to buy it. So they're just throwing money out there. They're like, let's go get this. Let's go get this. Fuck the luxury tax. Let's go get this. Overpay him. What are we doing? You look back and you're like, we just threw shit at the wall, hoping it stick. And you know, shit don't do nothing but stink.
At least it was like the Clippers are, shit. If it would have worked out, if they was
Did you
healthy,
say if?
I'm saying it could have worked out. And they just won a championship before he signed. He was in Toronto, then signed here. I would have did the same thing if I had a chance to sign Kawhi.
What about Paul George?
Same. Paul George was an MVP candidate that year.
And then James
I would have
Harden,
did the
and then-
same thing with
And
them
James
two.
Harden?
Top 75.
Got him on pennies on a dollar.
Got him taking pay cuts.
How did that work out?
Everybody, only one
Answer
person
my
wins.
question. How
Only
did it-
one person
Just tell
wins.
me, how did it work out?
It was Game 7 against Denver.
Huh?
Game 7 against Denver.
How did it work out, though?
So they still got James. So what? What James signed? 2 year, 80 million?
First, what do you mean?
What else can you get James somewhere?
No, I just want to know, how did it work out?
Because Boston. that was
Did it work out?
It worked out.
It worked out?
They've been there.
Made it to the playoff.
Did they win?
So they
On
won a
this couch, it
championship
ain't
and now
about
the
winning.
ownership was
Okay,
sold.
I was just making
So
sure.
you know where you at. It ain't about winning no more, I thought.
Yo,
no Bucks
rings
out
don't
there,
matter.
Right?
Rings don't
Bucks
matter,
did.
remember?
My bad.
Cuban. You're just trying to figure out how many owners that was buying, that came in buying, how many
Players.
actually, because I know Bucks, Golden State,
Who's fucking up is Philly. Who was that owner?
Dallas.
So the new owners in the Golden State, they won right after they came in?
Yeah.
Who was that? Who was that? What's the name
It
of
was
their
cool.
family? The Warriors owners.
Laker been
Laker.
Yeah, they won 2 championships,
Yeah.
right?
As soon as they came in.
Yeah.
let me see.
That'd be dope. So then the Bucks too?
Bucks too,
ownership
Bucks.
came in and won right away?
Yep. Lakers when they come in and
So
win.
Laker-
Say they
Laker bought
changed-
them in
you say they just
2010.
changed ownership?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
he
it's three,
won.
it's 3 different ownerships. They have a new one now. So I think Mark sold his. And
So
then
he
now-
sold after 3 years?
Yeah, after he won the championship, he got out.
Oh, shit.
Quickly.
Yeah, quickly. Yeah, and then
The
now they have a
Celtics
new,
owners-
that's why I said they have
previous
3
owners
new
bought
owners. That's why. So
2002,
now
then
this
they
new
sold
owner, he
after
taking
the
over. Then they got another owner that takes over 3 years. That's
they
why the
switch-
teams.
But they still own it, right? But they switch who has the,
Yeah,
the
yeah, who
control
switch-
base, or
yeah.
they did previously till I think Haslam came in.
That's
So I
interesting.
don't know how it's breaking down now, but
I think that's the lot. I think that's where it fucks up too, because you have 3 different owners. So
the game is the game.
Wait,
ladies
so
and
they
gentlemen.
switch who got control over the team?
yeah, every 3 years.
Yeah, that's what they did pre. But one of them sold their stake to Haslam.
Mark, right?
Yeah.
So it's the Warriors, the Bucks. Denver had the Cronkies for a while. I mean, how many other young... I don't think they're making the greatest decisions. I just think they blind throwing shit at them, just being corporate.
But let's move on to Mostly Fans, presented by Underdog. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code Gilbert.